Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. This is the May 11th edition of the Carolina Weather Video here, and a couple things to discuss with you. First of all, some unsettled weather coming up here in our area in the Carolinas as we go through the rest of this week, and I'll get into that in just a second. First, I want to talk about the big tornado outbreak we had yesterday late in the afternoon into the evening back in parts of the Plain States. I showed you on the video yesterday morning the high risk of severe weather put out by the Storm Prediction Center, and it looks like that high and moderate risk area verified pretty well in terms of what actually occurred. These are the compiled storm reports from yesterday, and each of those red dots, and there's 37 of them, that represents where there was a tornado reported. Now, that doesn't mean 37 tornadoes. A lot of those tornado reports were from the same tornado, but separate reports of damage from tornadoes. In terms of the number of them, there was 37. And pretty active severe weather day, especially concentrated in Kansas and Oklahoma. Snapped this image from home from one of the radar sites here. This is from the Oklahoma City NexRad radar site, and I wanted to show you this. I thought this was very impressive. Nasty supercell here, and you can see the well-defined hook echo signature on that supercell. And here's the velocity, the radial velocity image here, storm relative velocity. And I mean, that's just that storm was rotating like a top, and that was one of the tornado-producing thunderstorms. Thought that was a neat radar shot yesterday. Now, where is this pattern going? This is a look at the upper air chart this afternoon off of the GFS. This up here in the Great Lakes, that's the disturbance that produced all the severe weather yesterday. It's dampening out as it moves into the Great Lakes. Now, notice all the action kind of situated in this area in terms of thunderstorm activity, and look what happens to the upper air pattern by Thursday. We have a nice ridge developing here across the eastern part of the country, and it's really right on the periphery of that ridge where all the big thunderstorm complexes will be rolling. So you can see that in the convective outlooks. Here's the day one for today, the convective outlook. Slight risk over parts of Missouri, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Day two, it runs from Texas up into Illinois and Iowa. And day three, you're looking at the Ohio Valley and also down into Texas. Now, that ridge will be collapsing with time, but the main organized thunderstorm activity will be around the periphery of that big ridge that'll crank later this week in the eastern part and the southeastern part of the country. Now, here's the radar this morning at 10 minutes after 5 o'clock, and this expanse of rain that stretches from the western Great Lakes region all the way down into parts of West Virginia. That's what's left of the big complex of storms that caused all the tornadic activity late yesterday. It's also associated with a warm front that's moving here close to our region today. Notice the temperatures. Here's all the really mild air. It's still off to our southwest, but that is moving our way, and after another day today with highs 70 or cooler in a lot of spots, we'll be up at least toward 80 or so tomorrow and stay there up into the 80s for much of the rest of the week. Notice the wind contours here, the wind direction beginning to switch around, and we're going to be into this broad southerly and southwesterly flow here for the rest of the week. So let's get into the modeling. This is the GFS, valid 8 o'clock this evening, so you're looking at the precip this afternoon. Not a lot, but with this warm front nearby today, I think a lot of clouds, sort of a cloudy day, and I do think the chance of some mainly light rain at times, especially through the first half of the day, but it could be really at any juncture as the day unfolds. Let's go to tomorrow, and what will happen is we'll see a little cold front move in and stall out right in this area. And it may be as far south as there, as near the Virginia border. Close enough that I'm going to mention the chance for at least some scattered afternoon or early evening showers and storms tomorrow with highs in the low 80s. Let's go out to Friday. I'm sorry, this is Thursday, 0Z Friday, which would be Thursday evening, 8 o'clock in the evening. So Thursday, that's the day with probably the least amount of shower and thunderstorm activity around our region, but still the chance is not zero. I'm going to mention the chance for a few afternoon storms Thursday, highs in the 80s. Friday, the warmest day of the week with upper 80s to low 90s for highs, and that'll be the day a cold front approaches, and probably late in the afternoon to the evening we'll see a few showers or storms fire off. Now that front that approaches Friday is going to stall out somewhere around our region this weekend. The GFS is actually a little bit farther south with the placement of it than the European, but either way, I think there's Saturday, there's Sunday, And because of the farther south placement, it has northern and northeastern North Carolina dry all weekend. That's not the case on the European, so I really left the weekend forecast unchanged from yesterday, where we have the chance each afternoon and evening of seeing a few showers or storms. And then the model's in pretty good agreement that I think we'll see a good coverage of rain and storms Monday and Tuesday as another piece of energy rides along that stalled front. So really the basic idea here is that each day this week into the first couple of days of next week will feature the chance of some shower and thunderstorm activity. Now, some days the chance will be greater than others. Probably Monday and Tuesday of next week when we have the greatest overall coverage of showers and storms. But each day has some chance, and those chances will be highest during the afternoon into the early evening hours. If you have outdoor plans this weekend, it's not going to be a washout, but especially afternoon and evening, there'll probably be at least some scattered showers and storms around. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day on this Tuesday, and God bless.